Hey guys, alright, so this is like take 10. I wanted to do a update on how I've been. To do like a massive update because it's been a long time since I've actually sat down and vlogged. I actually vlogged more when I was trying to conceive than once I had Aletha. Once I had Aletha, I just got super busy, and then now with Doodle's here, I'm even busier and stuff like that. So update time. I know it's been a very long time, and if you see that little thing right there, that's Aleda's little robot. What do you call it? Robot sticker, and it comes off and on. Like she's put it there. She's put it on my dresser. She's put it on the mirror. So don't mind it. She just likes to like. That's her little guy thingy that she likes to just pop around, and one day it'll be in the kitchen on the refrigerator. So. Anyways, and my arm's getting kind of tired because I'm holding this because of course I don't have my camera out, my real camera with the little tripod, and I just wanted to chill in the living room since the kids are in here napping, so it may or may not get noisy. Just making sure that they're not like doing anything. Aletha likes to lay out her blankets, and they like to like just lay on it, just act like they're having a slumber party here in the living room. So, okay, so update time. Well, actually, I'm gonna treat this as a like introduction because I have a lot of people that started watching my channel later on when I was pregnant with Aleida, and then when I was doing baby buys for Arturo. So reintroduction. I am, well, if you can tell from my name is Lydia, and I am a mommy of two. I have been married since April. I had to think for a second. Whoa. April 2004. My husband, his name is Manny. So if you hear me like say Manny this or Manny that, that's my husband. We started dating, actually, this is okay. So we started dating in May of 2003, and we got married in May 2004 on his birthday, on his 21st birthday. So we didn't date that long. I really didn't know him like when we started dating. So to get married that fast, it was crazy. Um, so yeah, let's see. So we got married, we eloped, and that's a huge story to tell you guys. Oh my god. Oh, I have so many stories because a lot of people are like, so tell me a little bit more about this, this story. Um, so we eloped in 2004. We just went to the courthouse, got married, and then he told my parents the next day, and we told my family the next day and the day after. So, we got our first apartment in May of, it was almost like, what, 2 weeks, a week or 2 weeks after we got married, actually, that we got our first apartment together. So yeah, let's see, what else? Okay, so in 2005, we renewed our vows, and we got married in church with our families and friends and stuff like that. So we got married in church, and then I did not know that I was pregnant at the time. It was about a couple days after the wedding. I took a pregnancy test just to take a pregnancy test. I don't know. I had that thing. I really needed. I don't know. We were trying to get pregnant like right after we got married. So this was a whole year after we got married that we tried to get pregnant, and nothing was happening. So I decided to take a pregnancy test. I don't know, something was off. So took a pregnancy test, and it came back positive. We told his brothers. They were living with us. His brother-in-law was living with us too. And then we told his parents, my parents. So yeah, I ended up miscarrying. I didn't find out I had a miscarriage. So I didn't find out until June when I went in for a checkup. They tried to find a baby's heartbeat, didn't find anything. Sent me to the they sent me downstairs because this is at the hospital. Sent me downstairs to radiology. I think that's what they call it, outpatient, and did an ultrasound. Told me to go wait in the waiting room, and then they called me back and said my doctor wanted to see me upstairs, and they broke the news to me. So I had my first miscarriage in June, but gestation, baby, I ended up miscarrying in May. So this is about 2 weeks after I found out. No, actually, it was 20 days after because I found out I was pregnant on May 5th of 2005. So on May 26th of 2005, that's when I ended up really miscarrying. So sorry if I keep moving, my arm's getting tired. Okay, so fast forward to in September 21st of 2001, I went to the emergency room. So I had a DNC with my first miscarriage, because baby was no longer there, but placenta was there. My body was still producing hormones. So I had my DNC and everything. Afterwards, my husband and I really didn't try. Actually, my doctor told us not to try at all, not to even try to get pregnant, because since it was a miscarriage and I was young and stuff, just to wait until like the end of the year to give my body time to heal, because I had to have the DNC and stuff. So it was just that one time that we decided. I mean, we don't use contraceptives. We never used them. So, and birth control, well, I should rewind. There's a story behind that. So I'll share that story later. So we've never used condoms or anything. So we just did the pull-out method, and I ended up getting pregnant September 21st. I went to the hospital because I had TMI, very heavy, like it was like a period. So they kept sending me home. The ambulance first took me, and then I went and with my husband, and then I went again with my husband, and they still sent me home. This last time, like I called my mom, and they were like 45 minutes away from us, like 30 to 45 minutes away, and they made it to the house like super quick. My dad and mom put us in the car, went there, and my dad's like, look, because like something's happening. And I went from like, I'm fair skinned, so for going from this to like going to super pale where you can't see my lips, nothing, that's something. And the hospital was still trying to say something. So they did a pregnancy test, came back that I was pregnant. And then I don't remember, they did an ultrasound, because I remember I had emergency surgery because it showed like I had to have a DNC because I had another miscarriage. So fast forward, that was 2005, September 21st, 2005. So come 5 years, I didn't get pregnant. My brother-in-law passed away 2009. I was in Mexico. When he passed away, I was gone for a month. And you'll see, like, if you go back in my videos for a whole month, I didn't upload any videos. Actually, it was right before. Actually, I think it was right before I started vlogging. So I was there when my brother-in-law, when we buried my brother-in-law, I was there for a month. And then I had a Savada done. Then I got pregnant in 2010. It was May 2010. I found out I was pregnant May 5th in 2010. And then I ended up miscarrying I had an ultrasound. I had one ultrasound. I had two ultrasounds. And then I ended up miscarrying on the 24th, May 24th, 2010. So those are my 3 miscarriages before the kids. I didn't know until, and it was the same exact thing like the first one. I wouldn't know until I went in and had my appointment looking for baby, and nothing came back. So they sent me straight to the hospital, because here I was at a different hospital and everything. So I seen a different, by then I was seeing a midwife. And then she sent me to the hospital, and the hospital told me the same thing. So they scheduled a DNC for the next day, and I had to be there. So stuff like that. So fast forward 2012, I got pregnant with Aleda, or actually 2011, I got pregnant with Aleda. I was high risk pregnancy. All my pregnancies from here on out are high risk. So I had to be on Lovenox. I had to be on, for her, it was different. My doctor, my OB that I have now, She's starting to wake up. My OB that I have now actually told me, to be on Clomid and stuff that helped me get pregnant, or, because I wasn't having problems getting pregnant. It was just having problems staying pregnant. So once I got pregnant, I was on Lovenox. I was on progesterone until like 14 weeks. Started weaning off of it. Was on Lovenox my whole pregnancy up until the last trimester, or the last with Aleda. Say I was due on February 23rd of 2012, but I ended up having her January 26, 2012. So I ended up starting Lovenox in December. So it's twice daily, 12 hours apart. They're blood thinner injections, and it sounds like Arturo's about to cry. So, and then I had Aleda. I ended up getting preeclampsia. So then, fast forward to 2013, I got pregnant with Arturo. Same thing. I had my ultrasounds weekly and stuff like that. And I was on the same medicine. So he was born. I was supposed to be induced. Okay, so I was supposed to be due April 4th, 2014. But I ended up having him March 25th, 2014. And I was supposed to be induced on the 28th. But he ended up coming earlier than that. I was holding out. I really, really was. I honestly was holding out. I kept telling my doctor, I want an April baby. I want an April baby. I want an April baby. Didn't come. He was actually born at home, which is going to be a huge update there. And then I had a fourth miscarriage. When Arturo was 3 months old, I ended up having a miscarriage. I hear somebody. Sorry. I ended up having a miscarriage. Let's see. I was working where I'm working at now. So one day, I don't remember why I took a pregnancy test, but it was the day my mom went to her. Yeah, I hear somebody. It was the day that my mom went to her. She had her surgery, her life-changing surgery. So my husband and I actually, okay, this is the weird part, okay? Where we're living at now, the restaurant that we were at when I decided that I was going to take a pregnancy test, once when I got home, is literally like footsteps. Yeah, somebody's here. It's literally footsteps away from where we live. So we were actually like in this area checking out this apartment. I ended up pregnant. And then a couple weeks later, I ended up miscarrying. And that one, it was just a full-blown just miscarriage. It wasn't I didn't have to have a DNC or anything like that. So it's been a year since I've had my fourth miscarriage. We want more kids. I don't know when that's going to happen. Arturo's only 18 months old. I think I want to space it just a little bit farther apart just because I'm scared to death. I actually got on the medicine that I was supposed to right away that helped me stay pregnant with the kids. So I don't know how far in advance we're going to start trying. Sorry, puppy. Okay. I don't know how far out we're going to start trying again. I know I don't want Arturo to be 3 by the time we start trying. He could be 3 if we get pregnant, God willing, we get pregnant. Yeah, I wouldn't mind him being 3 and us having another baby, but I don't want to be 3 and barely starting, if that makes sense. I'm 29 now. My husband is 32. So he'll be 33 next year, and we don't want to wait too long, especially because there's a lot of family history. My aunt had problems getting pregnant. My arm's starting to get tired, and Arturo's on my other arm. My aunt had a very hard time getting pregnant, and I don't want to be in those shoes. I had a hard time getting pregnant and staying pregnant, and I know how devastating it is. So I'm hoping, if everything goes as planned, we will be trying again towards the beginning of next year, maybe. I don't know. because Arturo will barely be 2. So I want to wait a couple more months before we start trying again. And we have to get a few things in order before we start trying again. We are right now in a smaller apartment. We like downgraded from what we had before when I got pregnant with Arturo. Hold on one second, guys.